Hi students, this is T. Balakrishna, Chemistry Lecturer, GPT KOTHAGUDEM. Today our topic is Bohr's atomic theory, merits and limitations. Merits of Bohr's atomic theory. The first point in Bohr's merits of Bohr's atomic theory. Bohr's atomic model successfully explained the spectrum of hydrogen and hydrogen-like ions, which contain one electron. You know the difference between atom and hydrogen, atom and ion. The atom is electrically neutral. Ion is it has a positive charge or negative charge. If it is charged, that is called ion. If it is positive charge, that is called cation. If it is negative charge, that is called anion. So come to the point. Bohr's theory successfully explained the spectrum of hydrogen and hydrogen-like ions. Spectrum means uh, draw draw the lines by using of light, that is called spectroscopy spectrum. So this theory successfully explains the spectrum of hydrogen and hydrogen-like ions, that means which have only one electrons. Take an example: hydrogen atomic number 1. Atomic number give the information about how many number of electrons and proton present in an atom. So here atomic number 1 means it has only one electron and one proton. So this theory successfully explains the spectrum of hydrogen because it has only one electron. Second example, helium. Helium atomic number is 2. So atomic number 2 means it has two electrons and two protons. So electrons are negatively charged particles. So it has two electrons means 2 units of negative charge. It has two protons, that means 2 units of positive charge. Here 2 units of negative charge is neutralized by the 2 units of positive charge. So this element or atom is electrically neutral, but this theory failed to explain the spectrum of helium because it has two electrons. This theory is applicable for only which atom or ion has only one electron. So here we are removing one electron from the helium. So before removing the electron, helium have two electrons. When you remove the one electron from helium, how many number of electrons it has? Only one electron. How many number of protons it has after removing the electron? We are not remove the proton, so it has two protons. It has two protons. So here one electron means 1 unit of negative charge, two protons mean 2 units of positive charge. Here 1 unit of negative charge is neutralized by the 1 unit of positive charge. It has extra positive charge that is represented on the top of the element, that is called ion. This is a helium ion. This helium ion have only one electron. So that means this theory successfully explains the spectrum of helium ion. Is it clear? So if it is atom or ion, whatever it is, so it should have only one electron. So this theory is applicable. Okay, right? So take another example to understand this point. So lithium atomic number is 3. It means it has 3 electrons. Atomic number gives the information about the electrons and protons. So that means it have 3 electrons and 3 protons. So here we are represented lithium have 3 electrons and 3 protons. That means 3 units of negative charge and 3 units of positive charge. Here 3 units of negative charge is neutralized by the 3 units of positive charge. So it is electrically neutral. When you are remove the one electron from lithium, so we are removed one electron from three electrons. How many number of electrons? Two electrons. So it has three protons. Two electrons means 2 units of negative charge. Three protons means 3 units of positive charge. Here two units is neutralized by the 2 units of positive charge. It has one extra positive charge that is represented on the top of the element. This is called lithium ion. But this theory failed to explain the spectrum of this lithium plus ion because it has two electrons. So here we are removing two electrons from lithium plus. So when you remove the one electron from lithium plus ions, before removing the electron, it has two electrons. When you remove the one electron, it has only one electron, and number of protons are same. So it, 1 unit of negative charge means 1 unit of electron means 1 unit of negative one electrons mean 1 unit of negative charge. Three protons means 3 units of positive charge. Here 1 unit of negative charge is neutralized by the 1 unit of positive charge. So it has extra two positive charges. It is represented on the top of the element. So it is a lithium plus 2 ions. So this theory successfully explains the spectrum of lithium plus 2 ions. Are you able to understand? So which atom or ion, whatever it is, it should have only one electron. So this theory successfully explains the spectrum of such type of atoms and ions. Is it clear? So come to the first point, very very important. So which contain only one electron. It may be atom or ion. So this theory successfully explain the spectrum of hydrogen and hydrogen-like ions. That means which have only one electron. Second point, Bohr's model successfully explained the stability of atom. The energy of each orbit is contained. Energy of each orbit is constant. So there is no question of electron falling into the nucleus. So the atom is stable. So that means this theory successfully explained the stability of atom. Stability of atom. So come to the point. So when the electron revolving around the nucleus, in fixed circular path. So if it is rotate, it will automatically lose the energy. When they are lose the energy, they are automatically attracted by the nucleus. It is fall into the nucleus. But according to the Bohr's theory, this orbit is stationary orbit. It does not radiate the energy. When the electron revolving this orbit in when the electron is revolving this orbit, it does not radiate the energy. So energy of electron is stable. So there is no question to electron fall into the nucleus. So this theory successfully explains the stability of atom. This theory successful. Second point is Bohr's atomic theory successfully explain the stability of atom. The electron is not losing their energy by when they are rotating in the fixed circular orbit or stationary orbit. So this theory successfully explain the stability of atom. Next one, the radius of the various orbits and energy of electron present in various orbits calculated from the Bohr's theory are well agreement with the experimental values. That means the Bohr's introduced the radius. The radius means the distance between nucleus and the orbit. That is called radius. The first orbit radius, the second orbit is radius, and third orbit radius. So Bohr proposed some values, theoretical values. The theoretical values are perfect agreement with the experimental. The Bohr which values are proposed according to the theoretical manner, that is perfect agreement with the experimental values. So the Bohr successfully explained the radius and energy also. So this is called energy levels. Every orbit also called as energy level, they have definite amount of energy. So here Bohr assumes every orbit have some energy. That assumed energy is uh, perfect agreement with the experimental values. The Bohr proposed values like radius and energy of orbits are perfect agreement with coincide with the theoretical experimental values. Next one, the frequencies of the spectrum lines observed in the hydrogen spectrum have been found to be in the agreement with the theoretical values also. The Bohr proposed values are wavelength, frequency, that are perfect agreement with the experimental values. That means the Bohr which values are proposed in theoretically, that that values are perfect agreement, they are coincide with reached with the original values or experimental values. So this theory successfully explained these values like successfully explain the spectrum of hydrogen and hydrogen-like ions, successfully explain the stability of atom, and the Bohr proposed values are radius of the orbit and energy of orbit and frequency and wavelength of the spectral lines is perfect agreement with the experimental values. Okay, students, very very easy points and useful points. I think you are able to understand the points. Thank you very much, students. This is T Balakrishna, chemistry lecturer, GPT Kothagudem.